Hello, and welcome to the Gaming Twins podcast. E3 is right around the corner, and man, oh man, am I excited.
I know, there are going to be so many new games releasing this year. I'm really excited to see what they do announce that we aren't aware of. There's so many that we're already aware of from last year's E3. So,
yeah. You know the big thing about this E3, okay, is that all of the next-gen consoles are in full swing.
That's true.
Okay, so that means this is primarily about the games. We may get some new stuff about VR and stuff, and
yeah.
Maybe
I'm hoping to see Sony come out with some VR information. Last year, what did they braze over it in 10 minutes?
Yeah, everyone was expecting like a 2-hour show.
I'm
just
hoping
tons and tons. Look at this! Look at it!
I'm hoping that this is the year that they sit down and they sell us on it.
Yeah.
So maybe last year, all the demos and stuff, maybe they weren't as ready as they'd hoped. Maybe they didn't have enough games there to show it off and really sell it.
Maybe the expectations were too high in the viewers, kind of like Star Wars Battlefront when they just announced it. Oh, we're going to get it next year. So, yeah, we're still working on it. Yeah.
Or the Kingdom Hearts 3, now in development. It's like, wait, what?
Now in development.
What do you mean now in development? I thought it was in development years ago.
You think of this yesterday?
No, man. But if you think about it, PlayStation VR is coming out this year. Later this year. So they're kind of going to sell it at this E3. So I don't know about you, but it better be a cornerstone.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Well, they're going to have to market this as the Christmas season, like, need to own device.
That's true. How are you going to get them early adopters?
And then you question the rumored PS4K or the PS Neo.
Yeah, the new system?
Yeah.
Which potentially could be releasing this fall?
If that did, that would make sense. It'd go with... It would fully support VR.
Yeah.
But if they didn't, they could allow people to experience VR on the current PS4, and maybe it's not the greatest thing in the world, but the factor is that the public knows no difference, They don't have a base standard. So if you start low, and then when you release the PS4K or the PS Neo or whatever, when you release that and VR runs so much better and much nicer and games look great or whatever, it'd be interesting. That would be good.
VR is definitely one of those experiences. It's one of those things you have to experience to understand it. Mm-hmm. And, at first I really wasn't a believer in VR in any way, shape, or form. I was like, kind of cool, but how much longer are we going to have to wait until it's actually good? Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. And, one day I fired up my phone, my Google Cardboard came in the mail.
Yes.
And I got to try it. And my goodness, after a few minutes, I was like, oh, this is what VR is. Yes, I get it now. And, being a base consumer, when it comes to VR, I don't know much about VR. Mm-hmm. So even if the Oculus is more powerful, even if the HTC Vive is amazing with great controllers and all that, just the ability to be able to experience VR is such a vastly... Honestly, such an amazing thing that I'm not used to, and I am more than willing to play a PlayStation VR. If I could sit down on my couch, with a controller in my hand and fly around in a ship with the ability to just look around a cockpit, I'm excited.
Honestly, I would suggest anyone who is even the slightest bit interested in VR just to look up Google Cardboard. It's just a little cardboard thing with little lenses. You can basically install the app on your phone, Google Cardboard. I don't know what they call it, but you just install it on your phone, and you can test out VR, see what it's all about.
The cardboard is super cheap. You can get them for less than $10. You can make them yourself, which I don't recommend. It's hard to find the lenses in reality. Yeah. Just order a $10 kit online.
Right.
And just try it out. Give it a try. And then you'll know what VR is like. Yeah. It's not great on a phone. It's a very weak experience, but something even remotely more powerful than that.
It'll get you to understand what VR is. And that's the thing. I'm happy Sony is trying to make this thing work, okay? Obviously, the PlayStation VR headset is the weakest of the three, okay? But, it can get in the hands of the consumers. Anyone can get their hands on it at this point. It's going to run on a box that's in everyone's living room.
Exactly,
right
and that's the thing. I mean, literally, the PS4 is in like everybody's living room right now.
Yeah.
It's one of the top-selling consoles of this generation for sure.
Absolutely.
So the ability to bring a VR experience to the
mass market.
home console mass market,
Yeah.
That's fantastic, and I am extremely excited to test it out this fall.
Yeah. That's what
They're doing
say.
okay for Xbox One, but the last thing they want to do is cap their sales, and they're just like, oh yeah, we're coming out with the Scorpio thing. You should probably buy that one because it's going to be great.
But I agree. They shouldn't even announce it right now. I think what they should do. You know what they should do? One, this is an industry beta name. Okay, is that public's not even supposed to know this name. They're not going to announce the Scorpio. What they're probably going to announce at E3 is say Xbox is setting up for a new generation or something in the future. We'll be working hard to bring this new wave of technology and the latest, greatest things or whatever, and it'll be a big hype train, and there'll be hints to VR in there. That's what it's gonna be.
Like if they explain it perfectly and it makes sense, okay, I don't think I would be too bothered by it. If they say the interval thing and they're like, the current Xbox One, everything will be compatible for the next so many years.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
It's like making it a 10-year console, and it's like, fine. I'm
here,
all behind it at that point. Like, gives me 10 years to save up for a new one.
I think they should say give it an additional 5 years or something like that. Okay. See, that's the thing though, is that if they give themselves a number this early, they can be shooting themselves in the foot pretty early because you never know. Someone else.
I already think
something.
They're going to shoot themselves in the foot if they announce something like this. They're about to announce potentially a slim version.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's like, oh yeah, here's a slimmer, slightly cheaper version. Blah blah blah. Now you can get it even cheaper. So
they're going to have to give some real incentive.
And it's like,
to get that.
Well, why would I buy that if you have a Scorpio right around the corner next Christmas?
Well,
no thanks.
That's my point. I don't
think make any sense.
I don't think there's going to be any hint of a Scorpio. They're not even going to tell you you're going to have some amazing Xbox or something. They're going to say you're going to have an amazing Xbox experience. We are working towards one in the future. That's what they're going to say. They're not going to say nothing about a new console. Nothing. The new console will be the Slim. That's what the new thing will be. They won't tell them we're going to have this whomping 6 teraflops mega Xbox coming. They're not even going to say that. That's industry background noise that they don't want you to be aware of right now. So if anything, that's all. That's what the public.
But then again, it is true. If they don't say something about it,
it could totally be fake.
No, but I'm just saying, like, let's. What if people do get paranoid and they're like, "You're not saying anything about this thing." PlayStation's doing it right now. It's like everybody lost their mind when they heard about the new PlayStation and the blah blah blah, the PS4K, and they're just like, "Well, great, I just bought this thing." All right, so let's go ahead. No epic side rant there, but
it was an important side rant.
It was. So let's go ahead and get into what we feel are our most anticipated games that we are the most excited to see at this year's E3. And these can be rumored games, and they could be official games we saw last year that you're just excited to see
anything
more
in the realm of possibility that's at least got some credible back source.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So first, I'll hit you with that last. Okay, so an obvious one is The Legend of Zelda by Nintendo. One of the few games they're going to be showing at E3.
Right.
But I mean, it's been a while since we had a new Legend of Zelda game. I mean, we had the 3DS ones, but as a home console one, we had Skyward Sword.
Yeah.
We had the remade version for the Wii U of Wind Waker, and we had the remade version for the Wii U of Twilight Princess.
Yep.
I think that's it.
Yeah, we don't have a Wii U Zelda.
No, we don't.
We were supposed to, but now it's going to NX.
And it is. But honestly, I'm really excited just to see how it is. I like the concept that they're describing. Open world.
It ought to be a unique experience, especially for Zelda. But I don't think it's going to be difficult to wrap your head around, because, I mean, Zelda maps typically are somewhat open. They always have the field. Yeah. The big Hyrule field, and you can roam around anywhere you want, It's generally kind of big, but of course...
Yeah, they're kind of location-based. They're hub-based.
Yeah.
Kind of hub-based.
Yes.
But once you get into the areas, they're usually kind of expansive.
Yeah.
It allows some freedom. So, I'm really excited. I want to see if they're going to include, like, outdoor dungeons, Right. How big is this world, according to the map on the old alpha beta thing we saw.
Yeah.
at E3. It seems massive.
You know what I'm curious?
Huh.
I'm curious how they're going to approach this open worldness. Okay. One, we already know it has horse physics.
Yeah.
Okay, a horse will not run into trees. Just like, okay, makes sense, cool.
Like a real horse. It
real
dodges trees.
To be fair, that's logical.
It doesn't smash into a tree.
Yes, I mean, even in Skyrim, you can run your horse into a tree.
Exactly.
If you felt like it. Okay, but what I'm curious of is how much are they going to lock you into somewhat of paths, like around cliffs. Can you fall off? Can you jump off the cliff and possibly die from a fall? Will they just keep you away from it like it's an invisible wall and you're just, obviously you can't go over here?
I mean,
kind of thing like that. I
wonder
how
they
might
stop. If Epona's even the name, Link's horse might stop.
Right. Well, what if he gets off? Can he jump off? I don't know. Can he jump off? And I'm just curious if they're going to put invisible walls.
Soon.
All we know is that there was an hour-long demo of a horse not running into trees.
Yeah.
During an interview. That's what we got to work out.
Kind of running around, kind of just scenic looking.
Yeah.
I'm excited to actually see some gameplay to see what it is they're trying to do. I heard that if you were going to reserve time for it, I think they wanted you to reserve 30 to an hour of time. Like, expect to spend like 30 minutes to an hour playing this demo.
Oh, dang. They would let you do that? How many of these?
Well, you had to sign up for it, so it's like, good luck. Most people probably didn't get into it.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm excited about The Legend of Zelda. Probably one of the few things I am mostly excited for. Mass Effect Andromeda by BioWare and EA.
Yeah.
Probably one of my highest hype titles.
It's absolutely my highest hype title. I mean, I love everything Mass Effect. Okay, I played the death out of that. I really missed the roaming on planets and everything. You can just go down. I mean, yes, they were stark barren planets like 90% of the time, but it was just so cool that you can do it. It's the idea that you were walking on the surface of the planet.
Yeah, it was the amazing concept of just freedom to move to a new planet and experience it.
You can walk on the surface of another planet. Yes, even in its primal state, which is so neat and probably easy to make, But whatever. It was cool. And the factor is, I'm super excited for Mass Effect Andromeda. Honestly, anything they show. They could show almost anything, and I'm probably going to be excited for it.
I hope they give us an extended details into what the story is, They kind of said something about...
Heck, they could be introducing the character. They could totally be introducing the character. Maybe
it might be another custom character.
I think they should do a custom character.
I agree.
They should totally do a custom character. Heck, I don't even care if they cut in occasionally and swap it with the female character or the male character.
That'd be fine.
I would love it. I would hope they still return the voice, the dialogue lines, firmly based. Like, they had the gender split, so they had to get 2 actors for the entire game.
I know they'll do the same thing.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a certain level of quality people are expecting on a Mass Effect for sure.
Yes.
So,
and man, if they miss that mark, I don't think they will. I think they'll do good.
So true. Any other games that you're thinking about? Horizon Zero Dawn?
The Horizon Zero Dawn.
Oh man,
Horizon Zero Dawn. I haven't seen the new trailer, and everyone's saying it's amazing. From my understanding, so
I was blown away by it. When I first saw the concept, I was like, "Awesome concept! Looks really cool. Can't wait."
Okay, so are there Neo soldiers? Are there gonna be Neo soldiers? Future civilization still existing while kicking out the primal noobs?
I don't know if I want to tell you anything. I think I'm gonna make you watch it.
Oh, if it was a robot uprising and there's nothing but robot sentries and stuff that now exist and like this future.
Okay, I'll give you some basis based on the trailer.
Fine.
From what I heard.
Okay. Did you see this trailer?
I did see the trailer.
Okay.
But I didn't pay.
It wasn't clear.
I wasn't paying 110% attention to it.
Okay.
When I did see it, but I was very amazed by what I saw. I was still blown away.
Okay.
It sounded as if aliens had come and taken Earth.
Okay.
And the humans were more of a primal state
at this time.
I don't know if. That's what it was. Near the second half of the trailer, they kind of they said something about their ancestors, and it has the ruins of what is obviously human society.
Our civilization.
There was a street sign. Okay, it was obvious. I was like, oh wow, that's a street sign, and that's a building. I was like, oh
yeah.
So this is future. Humans have reverted kind of back to a primal-ish state, and they're duking it out with this alien race or something that has taken the planet.
Okay, that's cool.
And I don't know if it's a harvesting thing or something like that, but they do have the robotic dinosaurs. Looks amazing.
Yeah.
And from what I can tell, it's a big story-based game.
We're not getting Order 1886.
No. It's an open world game.
Okay.
It's got a story to it, and that's how that should be.
Is it open world? Has that even been confirmed?
I mean, I'm not sure how you can not make it open world by how expansive it looked.
Okay.
So that's general assumption.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right, so we talked a great deal about No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
Very excited about that. That's up on my hype list. Titanfall 2. Now, Titanfall 2 suffered when it was first released. Titanfall, yes. Suffered when it was first released due to its lack of a campaign. And that sounds like something they're going to be addressing.
Oh, you know what else it suffered too? Huh. It was Xbox exclusive.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, so this is new for PlayStation players.
It is. And I'm excited. I'm happy that everyone gets to experience it. I mean, that's probably the reason why, with the Xbox numbers kind of dwindling, especially in the Xbox One version that we were playing, the server status was just gone. People just stopped playing it.
Oh, absolutely.
And
that game, the hype for it fizzled fast.
It really did. And that was the thing, is that I remember when I played it, I loved it. Just what a great concept. Worked out really great. Yeah. Ground combat for me was a little lanky and weird.
It had wall running.
It had wall running, which was cool.
Climbing windows.
I experienced so much lag.
Yeah.
When obviously I shouldn't have been experiencing that lag. I was playing other
AAA
multiplayer
the game
titles.
was hyped up, which I think was really everyone's fault of just saying it looks amazing. The server quality didn't really live up to expectations, I would say. So I mean, the server quality was like it was a smaller game.
Yeah.
And it was. Technically it was.
Well, with Titanfall 2, it seems like they're going to be adding a campaign. So I'm super excited about that. I hope that they make it a nice expansive one, and it's not just, what they did with the last one, which was rig multiplayer matches up.
For the campaign?
Yeah, for the campaign.
Yeah.
Just a bad idea.
Yeah. Yes.
Watch them make that mistake again, where like half of the single player missions are multiplayer missions. You know what I mean? Like it kind of jumps in and out of it, which could be cool, but they better be optional.
Yeah, I would hope that they're optional and they can just fill the rest of the map with AI and stuff.
Yeah. For Honor. By Ubisoft. Probably one of the only titles I'm excited about from Ubisoft.
It is.
I did look that up today.
You did.
It's Ubisoft. Yes! It's Ubisoft.
Yes!
I got a great video. I'm gonna probably play it on our live show on Twitch.
Okay.
And people can hear that and hear my correction. I stand corrected. It is not Ubisoft. It is Ubisoft.
Okay.
Cool. But For Honor.
Okay. For Honor.
I'm pretty excited about. Honestly, they didn't show us enough.
They haven't shown us anything since, have they?
No,
I haven't heard any hype or anything.
Like all Ubisoft games, it's getting the Division treatment. It's getting Watch Dogs treatment. Clearly, it's not going to look as good.
Division hasn't been doing too good.
It's done very well financially.
No, it's done plenty well. It's the fact that they're kind of losing the player trust. With
I don't blame them. What else is it? Honestly, Ubisoft games make me nervous. Yeah. They always have. Mm-hmm. You're not sure the quality level you're going to get. So I'm hoping. For Honor looked amazing.
It did. I was super excited.
So
and the fact they have like almost the three different era types of warfare.
Yeah,
it's just so cool. I can't wait.
I think it's a cool concept. I can't wait to see it in action this year. And they got to show it this year. If they're going to release it, it's time to show it.
Yeah. Yeah.
What else do I have on my list? We'll probably see more of Final Fantasy VII, maybe.
Final Fantasy VII, huh?
Maybe.
They said they were releasing that game in parts, which was really odd. And everyone was like, what? Why not just finish the dang thing? What?
Kind of just remaster. Why you gotta add more?
They're adding more.
Yeah, they're gonna add more. I wonder if we're gonna see more of it. I mean, we got to see more Kingdom Hearts 3 this year.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. They didn't show anything for it. So Final Fantasy VII, maybe we'll actually see some gameplay, a little bit of live action.
That'd be nice.
Instead of just some cutscenes. I mean, I know the hype is real.
Yeah, no, wait a minute here. It didn't. That one had somewhat of a turn-based system to it. So live action, or you just talking about the game actually?
See, that's the thing. I never got to play Final Fantasy VII.
No, we haven't had the opportunity.
So I'm extremely excited. As someone who didn't get to grow up with a PlayStation in my house, I'm extremely excited to come back, play one of the
most anticipated or one of the most fan-favored games almost ever.
Yeah.
You know?
Seriously, it's got a massive cult following.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 15. Mm-hmm. I'm very excited about that.
I got mixed opinions about this one. I think it's
based on that demo they put out.
I didn't play the demo, actually. I haven't played it. It's on my PS4. I just haven't had the time to sit down. It's like, and everyone was like, nah, it was okay. Why are you doing this?
The demo was bad because of its concept and setting. The gameplay was good. It's like, cool. Can't wait to play it. But this demo, like they did a Dream State, and it's like, but the demo's boring.
Yeah.
You know, it's like clearly this isn't the game, but still. They give you a taste of what the combat was like, so I'm excited.
Right. One thing I want to comment about Final Fantasy 15, okay, is that this is super important.
Okay.
I forgot when this was, but it was a while ago, okay. What was it? Bravely Default, okay?
Okay.
Released in Europe.
Yep.
And it was getting crazy good reviews, okay? And everyone's like, oh my god, you have to play this Bravely Default. It's fantastic. And America was getting ripped off because it wasn't coming to America.
Yeah.
It had, like, no plans or anything. They were like, what the heck? We really want this game. They're signing petitions
Europe
and all
is
this
a
stuff.
test market.
Yes. Yeah. Well, yeah. It's such a good idea for Nintendo to use Europe as a test market because it's so much smaller.
I know.
Okay.
They gave him Dagnab Star Fox 64 on the Wii U, and I was very upset.
Yeah, why the heck isn't that here? Come on, Nintendo. Anyways, my point is that people were signing petitions to get Bravely Default localized or at least released in America. Just give us a European version.
Yeah.
Because, of course, Nintendo is the only major developer that still has the region locking enabled.
I know.
Which is like, well, whatever. Nintendo, whatever. Anyways, the point is that Square Enix realized that the Western market likes JRPGs. They're like, oh, we didn't realize that, the Western market likes JRPGs and stuff. Mm-hmm. Right, like, after releasing Final Fantasy 13, and it was just disastrous. No one cared about it and everything.
It's a bad game. That's what you get.
It was made to be more westernized and acceptable, okay, and more...
Is that what they did with
Yes.
Oh, man.
No, but here's the thing. By the time they released this information, okay, they already announced Final Fantasy 15. I was like, oh, no.
Oh, no.
Final Fantasy 15. No, but here's the thing, okay, is that I wasn't sure if I should be happy that Square Enix realized that the Western market likes JRPGs, Japanese role-playing games, okay? The ones, they built the system on. All the Final Fantasy, all that. We loved them. You're not sure if you should be horrified or happy that they finally discovered it or that they didn't know this. It's like, what do you mean? You just ran your entire company off of JRPGs and you just now discovered that the Western market likes JRPGs?
I don't know.
The thing you make best?
But there's a lot of them that don't get ported here.
But that was the point, though, is that Final Fantasy 15 was already in development.
Yeah.
Which means this game is running off the same rails, okay, that Final Fantasy 13 is rolling on.
Let's just hope...
And they cannot get rid of this until Final Fantasy releases, and then they can go back to their JRPG roots. They quite literally can't, because this game was already happening.
So, maybe...
So I'm afraid this game's going to be not well received.
Well, I played the demo, okay? The combat seemed pretty cool, so as long as the story's good, I'm sold. Final Fantasy 15, it kind of has an opportunity here. So let's think it was based off of 13, which was Americanized-ish.
Yeah.
It
was made more...
with
attainable. More,
like-mindedness. Let's hope maybe they took some things that worked, from Final Fantasy 13, and they put it into 15, but then they worked off of their mistakes, and maybe they can make something completely new that's unlike the JRPG, but more for a Western audience, but they learned from their mistakes from the first game, and they made something that's new for a Western audience that's great.
Yeah.
Maybe they can do that.
So maybe they mastered this and maybe actually made it...
Who knows? Maybe they could completely grow into an even better company where they're like, okay, here's a nice, Western market, and then we mix it with our JRPG concepts, and then we have,
something super. Make a super.
Yeah, we learned good things here, and we've had great things here, and now we can make an even greater style.
Yeah.
So, I'm hopeful.
I can't wait to see it, One interesting note about Final Fantasy 15 is that it's live action. It's not turn-based like all the traditional games, okay? True. So, this is even taking from the Kingdom Hearts roots, with the live action and everything. So that ought to be cool.
There's another game, okay, that's kind of, it comes from the same background, of JRPGs, and that's Persona 5.
Ooh.
Persona 5 just got a release date.
That is totally a JRPG.
Yes. And
to the roots, to the
from what I've seen, okay, personally, I've never played a Persona game.
Yeah.
And then I saw the trailer for it, and I was like, oh my god, that looks amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
It looks absolutely fantabulous.
Yeah. Those are cult follower games.
Yeah, I've heard great things about it. And I was like, you know what, I think the Persona 4, I think, is on the PS2. Not sure. Anyway, that's kind of, a little bit behind. For me, growing up, we didn't have PlayStation consoles.
Right.
Okay. So
we
I'm
simply
not going to be able to go back and
America did.
We didn't grow up with one. We were mostly Nintendo growing up.
Yeah.
So from what I've seen of Persona 5, I'm like, wow, that looks amazing. It looks intense. It's doing things that I've never seen done in a video game. Yeah. So I'm super excited about that. But yeah. So, it just got a release date. Okay, which is February 14th, 2017. So people were hoping it was going to get released this year.
Oh, heck, whatever. We got a great thing to start the next year.
Yeah, so now it's launching on Valentine's Day. So, perfect. I honestly, I cannot wait. Also, Horizon Zero Dawn is also launching February-ish, if I remember correctly.
Oh.
So, 2 big games.
Wow.
That's going to be a good month.
Yeah, that will be.
I really can't
be a
wait
reason to pick up your PS4. I just wanted to put a shout out to one game I want to play.
Okay.
That I'm excited for. Star Ocean.
Don't know it.
Well, you don't.
I know Star Ocean, but I mean, I know nothing about it.
Oh.
I think I remember seeing some kind of trailer for it, and they made it look kind of cool.
It's if you want the most basic, down to earth description of it, it's Final Fantasy in space.
Okay. Sold. I can't wait to check it out. I hope it looks amazing. I'm sure they'll show a new trailer this year. So I'm excited to see that.
Just release it. Release it sometime soon.
There was a rumor that has come out. Pretty substantial rumor.
Okay.
I would say.
All right.
For a game that you've wanted to see.
I personally, me or us?
Us in general. You probably more so.
Okay.
There's some rumors about Bethesda.
Ooh.
So
Redguard?
Pretty reliable leakers. For some rumors that are going around here, and we're looking at a Skyrim remaster, possibly. No kidding.
No.
It actually kind of makes sense.
Oh boy.
In theory, they're going to be releasing a remastered version of Skyrim with all the DLC.
That would be amazing. That would be something.
Mod support.
Shut your face.
Now, if you think
Who
about that...
Who said mod support?
I don't know. They just released Fallout 4 with PC mod support. PC mods are available right now. Yep, this is the rumor. There's other games as well. Prey 2, which was canceled, but now they're bringing back. Wolfenstein 2, which was a massive success last year with Wolfenstein. The Evil Within 2, which was also massively successful. But the one that caught my eye mostly was the Skyrim remaster.
Oh my goodness.
So,
Ain't no way. They ain't had no mod support. No.
If they do, it would be amazing. I mean, everybody's been dying.
I just want to see. I just want to play Skyrim on the highest possible texture quality, which obviously people are saying, just buy a PC, you dumb idiot. Well,
hey, next gen remaster.
I'm perfectly okay with that.
So,
oh my god,
our last podcast, okay, we were explaining, going through the Bethesda press conference, where we're thinking about what they were going to be showing, and my theory was that
Sonic 2,
that obviously. The reason they haven't shown Elder Scrolls 6 or anything like that, was because they were either still working on it.
Oh, they're absolutely still working on it.
What it was is why they haven't given Skyrim a backward compatibility, was because they were working on Elder Scrolls 6 and they didn't want to lose any hype on it. Okay? Or they were working on a remaster for Skyrim.
A remaster.
This is fitting my theory of the remastered version.
So this isn't even... See, I wonder what they could add to Skyrim if they did a remaster. They
add anything.
No, but that's the thing. Who said mod support? I don't believe it. It's too good to be
Shinobi
true.
From NeoGAF.
Shinobi, you
reliable
better be right. You better be right, dagnabbit. I think that is way too good to be true. Like, I could only dream, and I'm gonna be a denier until they prove me wrong because I don't want to.
Me and you were sitting there. We're like, well, what's Bethesda gonna show? I don't know. Doom DLC, Fallout DLC, I guess.
Fallout DLC. Obviously, they're not working on the next Fallout. Here's the interesting thing. Okay, I would say arguably their two biggest franchises, okay, would be Fallout and Elder Scrolls, okay.
Two of the biggest, yeah.
And obviously we got totally ripped on
Doom's getting some pullback here, so it's coming back.
Yes.
Wolfenstein just came out.
See, Doom presented the opportunity to where if you stick to the roots of the damn game,
yeah,
people might just like it, like Doom. People are very much liking Doom.
And that's the thing, is that Wolfenstein came out before Doom, and everybody loves Wolfenstein, and I didn't get to play it, unfortunately.
Right.
But I've heard fantastic things about it. Mm-hmm. So, I'm hoping, if I see some good things out of Wolfenstein 2, if it's actually get shown. If it does get shown and it looks great, I think I might go back and play Wolfenstein because I've heard fantastic things. And after playing Doom, they have my attention.
Yeah.
I absolutely love Doom. So, if a Skyrim remaster happens, sold.
I'm automatically sold, okay? If there's a Skyrim remaster, I don't even care if it's just upgraded textures and the base game, okay? I'm pretty much sold on it. But what I'm curious is if this isn't simply going to be a texture update, because quite literally they could. Because PC had better textures. When you actually load up Skyrim on like the PS3 or the Xbox 360, and you just look closely at the textures, they're pixelated and blocked. It's like, oh, what the heck? How have I not seen that before?
Yeah.
But that's the thing is that, and simply playing on PC, it looks amazing. So clearly the textures are there. I'm really hoping to see if they might branch out and add new things, update the system, add new things that maybe Fallout 4 maybe brought to the party, and maybe we can add some of those things into Skyrim.
Think of it like this, okay? They had DLC where you were able to make your home and that kind of thing, okay? So they added a lot of features in the DLC that we didn't get to experience.
See, and if they remastered it, they can meld that DLC into a full part of the game. So building a house, they can make that obvious from the start. Maybe the Jarl will say, you can build in these lands out here, or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. We didn't get to play the DLC.
No.
So I'm definitely excited about that. I hope they do that. From what we saw from Elder Scrolls already, honestly, I was cracking jokes on our last podcast that they're probably just going to see... You're going to see some kind of expansion pack or...
for Fallout 4.
No. For the Elder Scrolls Online.
That's obvious. I get the emails every month. Hey, this mount's available. It's like, I don't really care.
And that was the thing. It's like this isn't really Elder Scrolls. It's different. I don't like it. And I'm not going to put the time into it.
I understood the fact it was an MMO, but that's not the Elder Scrolls that everyone fell in love with.
Exactly.
So, I don't know.
So, if they do come out with this, and if they're not going to show Elder Scrolls 6, fine.
I don't think they will. I think it's very early, and they could sit on
a lot of people are bitter about the Elder Scrolls Online. It's like, great, a new expansion pack. Woo-hoo.
Throwing out Skyrim as a remaster sounds like a fantastic move by them.
Exactly.
To keep the hype alive. Maybe even hint at the new game. Just show us the title, I would say. Don't even show a single screenshot or gameplay. Just say, Elder Scrolls.
Just to prove it's on its way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And that would be perfect.
And if they did that automatically with the hype, you just top it off at the very end of it. It's like, oh yeah, Skyrim HD Remaster. Available now. Go download it. With mod support. Everyone's like freaking out.
I know.